The whole situation with DC. I'm never going to cry on the internet. I'm not going to go out here criticizing everybody I've ever loved or cared about. If I've ever loved you, I'll go to have a position of respect for yourself. That is how I am. I know you've seen Rashida's interview. Kendra, I'm shocked by what's been said behind my back. The connection is not for your entertainment. I understand that it appears that you have the heresies, the crossover here, and the blogs. What the heck is going on? What in the Real Housewives of Pettyville is going on here? Baby Yandy Smith just gave us the season's most epic MC drop moment, and she didn't come to play with Kendra or her fake friendship games. Imagine yourself having a calm breakfast one moment, and suddenly boom, you're being hauled for filth with cheating claims from 5 seasons ago. For example, ma'am, how did my marriage become the focus of your story? Was this girl conversation or an ambush episode of Cheaters and Censored Reunions? Because Kendra sat there with her acrylics clacking, pretending concerned, while sis had her drama cauldron simmering. And Yandy, phew, she snapped with that classic, I am smiling, but only spiritually. We love your tone, and let us not pretend as if we are fresh new. This isn't the first time Kendra has slung shade disguised as compassion. So now the streets are wondering, was this just a random moment? Or has Kendra been plotting the entire time? Grab your chai, fam, because we're getting into the receipts, falsehoods, and friendship that never was. And you can trust this. 1. It's messy, fucally. Grab your tea, snacks, and possibly a stress ball. Because, darling, what we're going to discover isn't just messy. It's full-on VH1 certified betrayal with a sprinkling of you thought she was your girl seasoning. Yandy Smith, our love and hip-hop queen turned wife, mother and boss chick, just took all the wigs off with this one. And guess who is caught in the crossfire? No one else. Kendra Robinson is the ride or die wife of a young athlete who has clearly forgotten the first rule of girl code. Do not play your sister for a storyline. Now, let us go back in time to a specific cause. This wasn't simply a shadow brunch war. Honey, this is the type of drama that simmers for seasons behind closed doors as cameras roll and friendships deteriorate beneath the surface. Because while fans thought Yandy and Kendra were buddies, Kendra may have been beaming in Yandy's face, while collecting receipts behind her back, showing up to events, sharing sisterhood moments, and setting goals. Yep. Let us allegedly set the stage. It all started when Kendra became too involved with Yandy and Mendy's business. And we aren't talking no sis reportedly made Yandy's marriage a frequent storyline issue in private convos and cast meetups, positioning herself as a confidant while slowly undermining the Smith-Harris household. 1 minute she's concerned, the next she's supposedly referring to Mendy as trustworthy behind Yandy's back. And word on the street, Yandy isn't having it. Sis had receipts, screenshots, and the memory of an elephant. And as Kendra sat there acting all innocent during the reunion taping, Yandy smacked her with the "don't play in my face" energy loud and clear. Unfiltered, Yandy allegedly stated, and I quote, "You don't get to weaponize my marriage for clout. This ain't your storyline, sweetheart. My life is not your entertainment." And darling, the room fell silent. Now, while Kendra appears to be the peaceful, well-dressed one, keep in mind that this is the same woman that stood 10 toes down for young Jock. Even after the world seen him twist the block on a dozen baby moms, he supposedly forgot his wedding vows in real time. So when Yandy called her out for playing both sides, the internet lost it. Fakyendra began to trend. Fans posted side-by-side edits of Kendra smiling at Yandy, purportedly planting the seeds of chaos. And you all know the Reddit streets. They discovered tapes, interviews, and past situations in which Kendra made dubious statements about Yandy and Mendy's connection. 1. According to a Reddit user, Kendra has been envious of Yandy's marriage since season 9, when she continued throwing slick shots about trust and doing time. Yandy peeped that energy for a long time. Another commenter added, "This whole time I thought Kendra was the calm, reasonable one, but she just got exposed as the villain in Pearls. And don't act like this is Yandy's first betrayal rodeo. From Chrissy's paws on her in season 2 to Mendy's own mother issues, Yandy has been through enough to detect a fake buddy from a mile away." However, here's where it gets heated. An anonymous production assistant stated according to a private leak, during filming breaks, Kendra allegedly encouraged producers to inquire further into Yandy and Mendy's jail status since it would provide wonderful conflict for the show. Wait, What do you mean? Not only was sis faking to be the supporting buddy on camera, but off camera she was trying to direct traffic on Yandy's anguish. Girl, this ain't euphoria. You're not the showrunner. But it gets worse. Another leak. According to someone on Wardrobe, Kendra was frequently heard backstage stating things like Yandy gets all the screen time. Let's see how she bears the heat for once, Bobby. That doesn't sound like love and light to me. Yandy didn't go full speed at first, and she tried to ignore it. That sounds like envy wrapped in a Chanel blouse to me. She tried the mature path, praying, meditating, doing yoga, and lighting sage as Mendy hears gentle discourse in the background. But when it became evident that second, Yandy detonated the emotional truth bomb, and my marriage is not for your pleasure. Social media into full DSEON1 mode. And believe me, it wasn't only your Andys in the group conversation talking about it. Oh no. TikTok psychics, Twitter investigators, and Instagram therapists all had their say. And Chili, the theories, wildo. Let's begin with the big kahuna, Kendra Robinson. You know, Kendra had been going around like a carefree first lady of law. However, behind the scenes, she apparently devised a game plan for making Yandy look silly in front of the cameras. According to one source, they claim to be members of Kendra's inner circle at the Toast on Lennox brunch gang. Let us refer to this unidentified insider as Miss Peach Cobbler. Kendra was constantly throwing shade at Yandy in private, labeling her VH1 Mother Teresa is criticizing her activism and marriage as if it were a reality TV marketing effort. She'd be organizing charity drives like it was Coachella. Miss Peach Cobbler supposedly quoted Kendra once while sipping a peach mimosa, and that was just the appetizer. Let's discuss about the scene that ignited the fandom. A leaked screenshot of the group conversation that appeared immediately after the show aired. In it, someone using the name Kenny G. I'm curious who may have sent a message reading, Yandy been acting like her marriage is a Netflix documentary just waiting for the credits to roll. Meanwhile, Mendy C's out here moving like if he's single on these Atlanta streets. Excuse me, we can't say whether Kenya was truly Kendra, but fans noted the same profile icon she used in her prior law company bio. Coincidence? The internet believes otherwise. Meanwhile, Yandy isn't just sitting back and eating popcorn. Sis is doing press rounds, posting cryptic Instagram posts, and supposedly unfollowing Kendra, Jock, and a few mutual pals. Her close buddy, let's call her Tina with the T, even said, real ones don't sit at tables where the main course is your pain. Period. This leads us to the infamous Beta Ya episode. Oh, you didn't hear? Kendra allegedly organized an invitation-only yacht party just weeks before Yandy's emotional collapse. And guess who was not on the list? That's correct, Yandy. But guess who it was? Mendy C's. And yes, we know. He stated that it was a business meeting on a yacht with bikini models and champagne towers. Chilly. According to sources, Kendra saw no harm in inviting Mendy and assumed Yandy had previous engagements. Girl, be serious. That's like claiming you forgot to invite Bianca to the Grammys because she was probably busy. Meanwhile, the fandom is absolute meltdown. Team Yans, Team Kendra is currently trending on X, with some fans even entering full CSI love and hip-hop mode, zooming into photo backdrops for clues, time stomps, and shady looks. One viral TikTok broke everything down frame by frame. During a charity event, a Spillitle user claimed she saw Kendra pretend to laugh at one of Yandy's touching stories. She captioned the video, "When your friend roots for your downfall in heels." But it does not end there. According to rumors, Kendra may have proposed a spin-off proposal without Yandy's involvement, featuring solely genuine boss wives, a not-so-subtle dig that sparked outrage throughout the internet. According to reports, the show idea was introduced under the name ATL Legal and Lethal. Really cute, really shady. And now, bloggers are having a field day. One well-known blogger, the ATL Oracle, even claimed to have audio recordings of Kendra calling Yandy emotionally manipulative and accusing her of manipulating motherhood to stay relevant. Let that sink in. So while Yandy was out here uploading family photos, lecturing about loyalty, and crying confessionals, Kendra might have been backstage pulling strings like it was a soap show audition. That gets us to the most shocking revelation of all. A purported NDA that Kendra forced crew members to sign throughout season recording. One that prevented anyone from discussing specific behind-the-scenes conversations involving her. Jock, and you guessed it, Yandy. Now tell me if you aren't hiding anything. Why are you passing out NDAs? Like churchgoers in July, fans have been pushing Yandy to reveal more. However, her camp claims she is safeguarding her peace. Let us be honest. We understand that the reunion episode will be chaos reigns supreme. The creators have already released a teaser trailer. And darling, it finishes with Yandy rising up, throwing her mic pack, and saying, "You will never play me like that again. Not on TV, not in life." And as we head straight into the next inferno, oh honey, the repercussions are calling. Because when friendships fail in public, the consequences can be legendary. And that's when things start to go out of control. Because when Yandy made the remark that my marriage is, Yandy thinks there was more to the story. And she isn't the only one who remembers Kendra fleeing to the spa just as the cameras went off. Producers were apparently rushing behind the scenes as the consequences continued. One insider stated, and I quote, "We weren't expecting Yandy to explode like that on camera. She's always been composed. But this time it was personal." Yeah, since Kendra wasn't simply, she was alleged to selling herself to X as the next it girl for her own spin-off, similar to Kendra's world arrangement. Girl, if you don't sit down with that low-budget presentation and repeated plotline, social media has gone full beast. Twitter morphed, became a courtroom, and the chronology dragged Kendra's so-called friendship down like a lace front in a windstorm. Hashtags such as hashtag Kendra the fake friend and hashtag Justice Fry Yandy began trending. One popular tweet stated, "Kendra really thought she was giving First Lady energy, but all I see is a boardside character trying to make fetch happen." The disrespect. But let's be clear, this isn't just about cast turmoil anymore. Because if the reports are accurate, if Kendra was purposely changing situations for better airtime, VH1's producers may have a bigger problem on their hands. Contracts were allegedly under review. One insider said that executives were considering cast members face fines for creating fictitious storylines that distort reality. Essentially, if you fabricate drama, you may be penalized financially. Yikes. And as all this pandemonium is happening, guess what? Who's keeping quiet? Manx. Yep. The man at the center of it all hasn't said anything. Not a clapback, a shade post, or a passive hostile meme. Because true believers understand the power of quiet. He is allowing Yandy to handle this as if she were royalty. Meanwhile, Kendra is still uploading those lazy, unconcerned Instagram stories from the gym as if she hadn't just lighted a match and walked away from a home fire. However, viewers are no longer buying the "I'm the victim" performance, especially not when cast members Rashida, Erica, and even Carly Red have come forward to support Yandy. One sequence that apparently did not make the final cut. Rashida was seen addressing Kendra. "You were wrong for that." Kendra apparently rolled her eyes and stated, "I was just being honest." Phew, that tone is not honest, baby. That is condescension dressed up as designer. Let's discuss about fallout for real, because there are rumors of brand deals being dropped. According to insiders, a cosmetics business that previously had Kendra as a brand ambassador has the radio is now silent. Apparently, they no longer want their products associated with petty TV dramas. And it does not end there. One PR firm removed her off their customer list, stating, "We aim to associate with talent who elevate and empower women." Translation. By girl, and get this, producers are reportedly considering reshuffling next season's roster. Some executives want Yandy to be front and center with her own path, separate from the drama, while others believe Kendra overreached and should be phased out completely. It gives karma in high definition. Rumors about a reunion are also spreading. Word on the street is that the upcoming, due to tensions among cast members, taping has been moved to a neutral site. Security has reportedly been doubled, and everyone is required to sign additional NDAs before entering the set. One insider stated, "We are not accepting. This isn't a reunion. It's a full-fledged boxing match with lip gloss and microphones." Fans are going deeper, bringing up previous clips from previous seasons where Kendra made nasty remarks or offered critical stares during other people's turmoil. One fan compilation movie became viral named Kendra Ben Fake, a documentary, and the comment section ruthless. One fan stated, "Kendra has always had church lady enthusiasm mixed with reality TV goals. Pick your lane, sis." But let's give credit where it's due. Yandy maintained things cool, even while clapping back. She did not throw, she didn't storm. out. She stated what she said, made her point clearly, and left the scene with her dignity and admirers intact. That's how a veteran does it. Now, of course, this is reality TV, so take every source with a grain of salt and a dash of editing magic. But one thing is certain. The boundary between real life and reality TV has just gotten very muddy. And Kendra, well, she may have thought she was playing chess, but she just got checkmated by a queen who has been in the game too long to fall for worn tricks. Stay watching, because if this is how the season is going, you already know the reunion is going to be explosive. And if you thought this drama was wild, sweetheart, just wait. This season is about to get even uglier. If you think Yandy was completely right, like this video and leave a comment. Was Kendra truly being a phony friend, or was it all just a big misunderstanding? Also, don't forget to subscribe because we're giving you every scandal, every twist, uncut and unedited, just like you like it. That bell icon so you don't miss it. Next explosive moment.